Democracy is a form of government where elected representatives hold power. To truly understand the meaning of democracy, we need to understand the different ways in which countries are run or governed, meaning the different forms of government there are and their features. Once we understand nuances of various forms of government, we can then arrive at a better definition for democracy. Stay with me here. Now, what other forms of government do we know? Let me talk about 3 examples. The first one, imagine a monarch who takes all the decisions related to governance. In this system, the power gets transferred to their heir after their death. So people who are not identified as the heirs of the king can't take over automatically. Very often, a person who is not a member of this family will never be able to make any decisions. This type of rule or governance was present in different parts of the world till the mid-20th century. Do we still have any such type of government even today? Well, there are very few. This type of government is defined as the monarchy. Saudi Arabia is a well-known example. It is one of the prominent monarchies of the world. Now, let me take another scenario. Imagine a person who is governing or ruling a region by taking all the decisions by himself and not consulting anyone. He or she makes decisions without effective constitutional limits. There will be no checks and balances to whatever decisions they take, and they will be mostly unilateral. More often than not, they're not elected. This type of government is called a dictatorship, and the person who leads is called a dictator. Can you think of an example for a dictatorship? Germany had a dictatorship with Hitler as their dictator. So, do we still have dictators in the world? This is a difficult question to answer. They emerge from time to time. An organization named the Borgen Project has some answers. It is a non-profit organization which is working towards ending global poverty and hunger. As of 2018, this organization had identified 8 dictators in the world. Who are these 8 dictators? Well, you should definitely check out who these 8 dictators are. Next up, another scenario. Well, sometimes powerful people generally tend to control all the things around them in order to, well, stay powerful. Weapons are one of the many things which provide power. I'm not talking just about swords and knives. I'm talking about huge military weapons like tanks, warplanes, and missiles. So imagine the chief of the armed forces who controls these weapons. Oh, they wield a lot of power. Eventually, they can take over the government and start ruling it. As gruesome as it may sound, it has actually happened quite a few times. This type of government is called a military system of government. Ooh, sounds a bit scary, doesn't it? Do we have examples for this form of government from recent times? Yes, Myanmar was under military rule. All right, so we have witnessed monarchy, dictatorship, and military rule. These are some of the types of governments we have seen in human history. We now finally come to the form of government which we are interested in: democracy, or democratic form of government. We can say a democratic form of government is something which does not resemble monarchy, dictatorship, military rule, or any combination of these forms of government. There you go. I defined something for you by simply contrasting it with other comparable ideas. So now let's understand democracy through its attributes. The word democracy is derived from the Greek word demokratia, which is made up of two words, demos, meaning people, and kratia, meaning rule. So democracy, in broad terms, means people's rule. Now, how does this people's rule materialize? Through elections. Aspiring leaders of the country can stand for elections. These candidates can pitch their credentials to voters of the nation. Voters listen to these aspiring leaders and make a choice. The people cast their votes to support their preferred leader. The person who garners the largest number of votes in an election is chosen to be the representative or the leader of a given region.
If you like this video and want to watch many more amazing videos like these, like and subscribe to our channel now.